We're back to Neil Haley's show, and my guest today, I know her from Podcast Magazine. If I do show up to the meetings, that's a shout out to Steve Olsher. My guest today is Lyons. Lori, how are you? We're going to talk marketing, but we're going to talk about how people try to make everything so perfect they never do anything in marketing.
Absolutely.
Why is
Absolutely.
that? What is the reason? What do you think it's because they're comparing themselves to the giants of the world? What is the reason? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I just go out there and I do. I mean, I remember the days like when I try to get stories to get celebrities, I'm like, I'm not going to have the perfect, I'm not in my studio. I don't care. I'm getting the story. I'm interviewing these people. And I just did it. You know, it wasn't the perfect
Right.
sound quality, but I just did it. Or if I was thinking about, I'm going to do this social media post, or I'm going to do this live, or I'm going to do this thing, I don't think about it. I just do it because I'm not going to look at perfection. Now, there are people that out there that try to make everything perfected. And what does that hurt? How does that hurt them?
Oh yeah. Well, think about it. We're inundated by perfection all day long. You know, if you go on social media, especially if you go on Instagram, there are filters to make you look perfect. There are filters to make you look like you're a 10 or a 20, you know, on everything that you do. And perfection is expected. But if you go and you just put yourself out there, like you said, and you're truly and I got to tell you, I hate the word authentic because I hear people say all the time, well, you're being so authentic. Well, if you're trying to be authentic, you're not authentic. So you just go out there and you be who you are. Our guest beforehand was talking about your brand story, the inside of who you are. And that's will keep you from being perfect because we're not perfect.
So, what do you see? Why are people not? So, they want this perfect everything. What do you see with entrepreneurs, business owners, and people trying to work in their personal brand that are trying to be too perfect so they never get anything started?
Right, right. Because they want every phrase exactly. I'm in the marketing business. I own a website design agency. It happens all the time where everybody wants every word exactly right. And there is a reason for that because we want our messaging to be correct. We want our message to reach the right audience. But guess what? Marketers invented something to help them with that. It's called A/B testing. We test things. We put different stuff out there so that we can find out what works. We're not expected to be perfect. And what happens is you just get so freed, so tied up within yourself that you can't put anything out there because it's not perfect in your mind. A lot of people don't really see what you see. Only you can see because you're afraid. There's some insecurity there. You're not confident with who you are or what you're doing. So it really kind of boils down to that inside stuff, not just the colors on a website.
It takes people so long to launch a website. It takes some people so long to approve a book. It takes so many people so long to approve certain videos.
Yes,
Instead, just do it.
exactly.
If there's not a
Exactly.
glaring error or something that really will make them look poor,
Right.
don't make it perfect, and then they allow that to be it. Well, I'm looking at my fifth revision. I'm looking at my ninth this. Sorry, it's not going to stop you. So
Right.
if you don't do the marketing, what's that cost you? I mean, if you try to be so perfect, what's it going to cost you business, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If you're not putting anything out there, you're not going to get anything. But but that imperfection can help make us human too. There's that authenticity. There's the real you by showing your warts, showing your mistakes, showing things that happen. I've got videos out there where I stumble. I do, like you, I have a podcast. Heaven knows you're not perfect on that. And I don't go edit out every little thing because that's who I am.
Oh, the ums and ahs. I don't think I do many of them.
I've gotten better. I do have some. And as soon as I say I'm going to watch my and I go,
I
next.
don't do that. I go back into something else, but that's because I've done over 9,000 plus, so I just deal with it. But yeah, you're right. The ums and ahs, the different things. Oh, we need this perfect here, perfect there. It's going to keep you. It's going to keep
Oh,
you
yeah.
from meeting the right people. It's going to keep you from doing the right thing and have the right opportunities. Get yourself out there. So, Lori, where can people connect with you and learn more about you? Where can they go?
Yeah, they can go to a couple different places, but the best place to find me is I have a gift for the audience. It's called the Top 10 Messy Mistakes That Most Marketers Make. And it talks about how you can have mistakes and how you can be okay. And what are the top 10 mistakes that you don't want to make? So it's messymarketing.com, or they can go to ignitingyourbusiness.com.
Thanks again, Lori. It was good talking to you.
Thank you. You too. Good to see you, Neil.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're listening and watching The Neil Haley Show. We'll be back in just a moment.